Welcome to another Tableau tutorial video. I was working on a project and I came across a situation where I wanted to identify orders that had both art and storage being purchased on them. And so I thought that would be a fun idea to share with you. You can see here I've got orders and I've got subcategories identified. I've got two parameters with drop downs. I've got them art and storage. I did that so I could change up the items I was looking for. And here is the formula that I created. It's a fixed formula, so you're going to have those little curly brackets both places. And I want it to be calculated on looking at the order ID. And so I did a count D, a count distinct. And come here. If the subcategory equals category 1, then you give it a 1. Else, if subcategory equals a 2, then you give it a 2. Otherwise, it's null. Originally, I had sum in here, and I had both of these equal to 1, but the problem was a situation arose where two storage units were being purchased. And so what you would have is for a storage item, it would be showing up counting twice. So I changed it to count D, count distinct, and just set it equal to 1 and 2. So regardless of how many art items or how many storage items you buy, there can only be a maximum of 2 different items. So let's go ahead and apply that. And we'll bring the bolt subcategory over. And you'll see here, furnishings, paper storage, it has 1. These have neither art nor storage, they're zeros. Art and storage have 2. And so let's just I'm going to bring over the product name, just so you can see the situation. Where is one of those? Scroll down here just a second. I know it's down here. So there you go. There's a situation where if you would have had it 1 and 1 and doing sum, you would have had 1 here, and storage. And actually, let me just show you that, just so you believe me. I'm going to change it really quick. Let's get rid of those. Bear with me here. And now when I do apply, you'll see instead of 1 or 2, you'll get items that say 3. Well, that doesn't really work if we're trying to really identify only those items that have both. So we'll apply that. You'll also notice that when you go back to the count D, it puts zeros everywhere. So let's get rid of the product name, and then we can move this actually up under filters. We're going to do the sum, and we only want at least 2. So now you have only those orders that have both art and storage. Another option you could have done, nope, couldn't have done that. Well, actually another possible option is if you would have pulled both categories up and said all values. Oh, it would have been the same. So that's a way you can use the fixed function to identify orders that meet 2 criteria. You could also do that with people in job codes that have 2 different job codes. You could do that on anything that has a group, and you want to identify if there's more than, perhaps students taking both physics and general ed classes. The key here is it's a fixed function. So if you had other criteria up here, other filters, you'd want to make sure that those were context filters, or you want to put those in here as another filter. Put the level you want to be looking for, or the category you're trying to evaluate. And then if you could put parameters here, you could also put specific items in there. And then you have 2 different or 3 different or 4 different items and the count D. There you go. Enjoy. I thought it was helpful. Please subscribe, turn on notifications so you get these weekly notifications of new emails, and go out and check out my Patreon page. That's a great way to get your data and your information and your questions answered. Thanks again for watching.